Hello, how's it going? My name is Mike Matola. This is my final project for the Flatiron School. It's a uh, Rails API backend with a React and Redux front end. I built there used to be this card game I played with my friends when I was younger called MLB Showdown. It's like an MLB, baseball strategy card game. So I was able to find data for all the cards online, and I seeded my database with that CSV file. So right now what we have here is you can go to the batters, and what we'll be doing is building like a new lineup or a new deck. Basically you would collect all these cards and you would play your friends, and you would select cards that you had to build a lineup. So in this project, we're just building a lineup, and in the future, I'll add functionality to play the card game within the app. So, being that I'm a Mets fan, I'll add Mike Piazza to my team. So I'm pulling in two different sets of the cards. As you can see, this one's from the 2001 set. This one was from the 2000. I'll add this one. It shows up now up here under selected batters. I'll add in, let's say, Derek Jeter. Like, this is interesting. So there was two different sets within the year 2002, and Derek Bell, same guy. There's a card for him on two different teams. He must have gotten traded that year. Anyway, so we have a couple batters selected. We'll let's see, Al Leiter. Select this one. Go with Lavin. All right, so now we've selected a few players, and we'll create a deck. We'll call it new deck. Save it. Go to the decks. This is just one I had already built, and then this is the one we just built. So it shows all the players, what team they were on, their position. We can delete it. We have some rules here. It was a game that you would like roll a 20-sided die, and all the cards had different um, you know different stats and different that's kind of how you played. But so that's the what the app looks like. Again, I said I built it using a Rails API backend where I had a few models: batter, deck, and pitcher. um, the front end, I had a few containers. I had the batter's container, the deck's container, and the pitcher's container. What that was doing is, you saw when we first loaded the batter's container, I wasn't showing that selected players component. I'm only showing that selected players component if there's, you know, any selected players, which I thought was cool. Um, so that's my project. Hope you liked it. In the future, again, I said, I'd like to add some functionality to actually play the game. I'll add user functionality, and then, a user can have, create different lineups out of their decks. And being that I have all the data, um, as you can see, I have name, I have all this data on both the pitchers and catcher and batters, that in the future I can really build this out to be a working strategy card game on to play against my friends again. Um, Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, have a good one.